All right, here we are, our Monday yoga strength practice. So today we're going to work up to a peak pose of Ardha Chandrasana or half moon, which is one of my favorites. We've done it a few times, and we're going to do it again because it's great for balance. It's great for clarity of mind, which maybe we could all use a little bit of right now. Who couldn't use a little bit of clarity of mind? And it's also great for strengthening and stretching and creating openness through the back and the hips and into the inner thighs. So we're going to work on that as we prepare, do our poses for our peak pose, and then as we cool back down to Shavasana. So have your accoutrements at the ready. You might need a block or two. If you're feeling particularly unbalanced or maybe you have a little bit of trouble with that, being near a wall, having some wall space is particularly helpful. So yeah, let's get to it, to the mat. All right, we're going to start standing. We're going to start with a little inhale, bringing the arms up, lifting the heels. And as we exhale, maintaining that spinal length and gently lowering back down. Inhaling, lengthening up and out of the pelvis. And exhaling, control on the way down. Let's do one more. Now let's separate the feet a little bit. And we're going to inhale, sit back into a squat. And exhale, lengthen the right side. Inhale back down. And exhale, lengthening the left with the breath. Let's get one more to each side. Inhale, squat down again. And exhale back to standing. Now we'll lengthen the sides a little bit more. Inhale, right foot back, right arm up, left hand grabs that wrist. Pull that side apart. Exhale, bring it back to center, and we'll do the other side. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, back to center with the breath. Big yawn, I guess. We'll get one more to each side. And back to center. A little shake out of the shoulders. Let's do some drop lunges or curtsy lunges, whatever you'd like to call them. We'll take that right foot, step it behind, lower down as much as is comfortable, press back up, and into the other side. That planted foot and knee stays facing forward. You're really stretching the outer hip. We're also engaging the inner side of the hip, the inner thigh. All good things that we're going to need for an effective Ardha Chandrasana. We'll get 2 more each way. 1, 2, and 2. All right, I'm going to take the block. We're going to give it a squeeze above the knees. Now your feet might not touch, that's okay. Don't force them together if they don't really go together. If they're a little bit apart, you can still get a good squeeze in between the thighs. It's okay as long as we're not turning our knees in. We don't want that. Up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Lengthen the tailbone down. On the exhale, start to send the hips back into chair. Inhale right back up. And exhale back into chair. With the breath. We're going to do 2 more, and we're going to hold it on that final one. Right here. Let's inhale, bring it back up. And on the exhale, nice hinge down to our forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to, so we keep that back nice and long. Still squeezing the block, abdomen pulled in, supporting the spine. Shoulder blades drawn back, or else we're going to get that rounding. We don't want to be here. Let's inhale, reverse that hinge right back up. And exhale, take it down again. Moving with the breath. Maybe it's a forward fold this time. We're going to hold it again. You can lift the toes a few times if you'd like. Start to create a little more length through the back of that leg. Work dorsiflexion. It's a big role of what happens at the hip. Is our ability of our ankle to dorsiflex. Sometimes you get that outer hip pain or pinching in the butt, and we keep stretching the butt. It's not the butt. It's right back here, usually in the soleus. I'm going to do some more stretches for that. Let's inhale, reverse our hinge. Exhale to half forward fold, that nice flat back position. Maybe we can get our legs a little bit straighter. Don't force them, maintain form. Let's bring the arms to our sides. Inhale, press forward. And exhale, press back. With the breath. Two more. Bring it right back up. And on the exhale, drop the left, lengthen that right side. Inhale the left arm up. And exhale, drop the right, lengthen the left. Inhale, right arm back up. And on the exhale, release the arm to the sides. We'll set that aside. We're going to take a wide stance. Turn the toes out a little bit. Let's tuck the elbows in. Inhale, sit the hips back. Keep the knees open. Exhale, press up. We'll do one more. Bring those arms up to the side. Keep the shoulders relaxed. We're going to drop right back down into our squat stance. Keep it open. We're unsticking the inner hips, using our glutes to help with that. We're going to inhale, dip to the left, lengthening the right. Exhale back to center, and then the other side. Moving with the breath. One more each way. back up. Then we're going to turn those toes in as much as is comfortable. Engage those quads. They're active. Pulling the kneecaps up. Pelvis is locked into place. Lower half nice and solid. Inhale, lengthen the arms. And exhale, lead with the chest. Nice hinge down. Still active in the quads, in the abdomen. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of trying to stretch by bringing your butt back. You want to keep it level. We're using our quads and our abdomen to pull ourselves down and stay stable there. So keep it there. Now, as you are here, you can fold the arms, of course. You can place your hands on the floor, on the block. You can place them down with your fingertips pointed in towards you. It's especially nice if you're tight through the forearms, the wrists, and the shoulders. You can do any combination of the above. Now let's take a walk over to the right ankle. If you like, you can give that left knee a little bit of a bend. And walk it over to the left, bending the right. Let's walk it back to the right again. We'll give you side one more time. And left, last time. And bring it back to center. We're just going to walk side to side a little bit, sinking the hip back, activating, lengthening the opposite side. All right, we're going to bring it back to the right. Rotate around so that right foot is facing the short edge of the mat. Left heel is down. Turn that foot in a little bit. Let the hips sink down. Just inhale that left arm up to our side angle. You can press the right arm and the right shin, right knee into each other. A little more activation, engagement, and stretch for that inner thigh, inner groins, and inner hip. Let that left hand come back down. Level out the torso so it's parallel with the floor. Get a little lift so we're not resting on our thigh. Let's inhale those arms out to the sides. Making sure that right hip stays lined up with the right knee and we don't wing it out. Inhale, bring it up to warrior one. Careful to not let the ribs pop up. We don't want to be here. Let the arms come up out of the upper back. And as we exhale, send the arms behind us. Begin to straighten that right knee. If we need to walk the back foot in a little bit, we can as we come into pyramid pose. And from here, we're going to lift up just a little bit. And we're going to take our right hand, place it on the right hip, roll the right shoulder back and open. Just do a gentle twist, kind of like a very modified revolved triangle. Bring the torso back to level. Gently bend that left knee again. Hands down. So right knee, left knee goes down. And now while we're here, settle in for a moment. I'm going to bring it up. You want to make sure the foot and the hips stay lined up. And we want to keep that heel down, press it down, and we're going to sink forward and back. Forward and back. And then we're going to hold, pressing as far forward as we can, keeping that heel down. So we're really lengthening that soleus, making sure that the hip doesn't wing out. If we're really tight through the hip, through the glute, we never want a tendency to want to wing out. Keep it in, and you'll notice you're going to get way more stretch. If you had tightness on the outside of the hip and maybe a little pinching pain, it might be gone after this. It's pretty amazing how that works. Let's walk it back. Bring that hand down. And now we're going to walk it over to our left side. Left foot towards the short edge of the mat. That right foot down, turned in. Quad engaged. Left hand on the instep. Let's inhale, right arm up and open to our side ankle. Knee and forearm pressing into each other. We'll bring that hand down, level out the torso, give a little lift, and inhale the arms out to the sides. Let's inhale now, up to our warrior one. Remember, we don't want to pop the rib cage. And then we're going to exhale, start to straighten. Swoop the arms, level out the spine. and take our pyramid pose. I'm going to get that little bit of a lift. Right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand, left hip, left shoulder rolls back and open as we get that gentle twist of our modified revolved triangle. Level out the spine again. Begin to bend the left knee. Right one comes down. Bring it up. We're going to do our dorsiflexion work on this side. Keep the pelvis level as we press forward. And keep that left heel pressed down. I'm going to hold it this time. Hold it. Press it down through that left heel, the knee, the hip. Everything is lined up. We're not opening way out to the side. Gently bring it back. Walk it back to center. From here with our nice engaged quads, so make sure they are engaged. It makes a big difference. We're going to use the backs of our legs to inhale, swoop up, and exhale. Release the arms to the sides. Let's bring it back to center. We're going to need a strap, most likely for this. This might also be we're having a wall. Comes in handy. Do a little bit more hip opening before we get to our peep pose. All right, just loop it on the right foot. Find our center. Let's bring that knee up. Lock the pelvis into place. Left quadriceps are engaged. Nice tall spine. When we're ready, we can extend that right foot out and use the quads to do that. So now we're using our quads and our abdomen to pull the leg up. Strap is just helping you keep balance. You're not using the strap to pull your leg up. You'll notice a big difference in activation and stretch when you use your muscles to do the work. Oh, try to adjust 2 things at a time. Alright, then as we're ready, we're going to take that leg out to the side. I'll have a good grip on my strap. Again, we want to try to keep the pelvis. We're trying to open it. We don't want to swing to the side with our leg. Keep it open and press forward. Bring it back to center. And lower down. And switch. in here. Bring the knee up. Let's part my round. Extend out towards the front. Remember, quadriceps and abdomen doing the work. And we'll take it out to the side. Bring it back to center. And release. All right. I'll slide that aside. Okay. I'm going to have some blocks set up. Ready now. I'm probably going to need them, I know, for my peak pose. I'm going to start with the right foot, turn it towards the short edge of the mat. Left foot planted, turned in. Excuse me a little bit. And let's just come down right now into warrior two. Set the saddle in here. So we're going to go into half moon from triangle. So again, if you feel like you're going to need the wall for support, have it behind you at the ready. And let's start to straighten that knee. Send the right hip back. Right ribs roll up and open. Left arm up for a triangle. And if we like, we can do a little more stretch. Extended triangle. Reach that left arm overhead. Really pressing down through that left foot. Bring the left arm back up. And start to bend that knee. Just slightly place that right hand in front of the pinky toe and a little bit to the side. Begin to lift and lengthen. Woo. Yeah, sometimes I fall too. I start to bend. Right back into triangle. Lift right back up. And switch our feet. Adjust my block. Come down into warrior two. Keep that front knee lined up and facing forward. Alright, let's start to straighten take our triangle. And we'll take extended triangle if we'd like, a little more stretch and lengthening through our right side. Bring that arm back up. Here we go. Getting ready. Start to give a little bit of a bend. And lift. Begin to bend again. Right back to our triangle. And lift back up to center. We should get each side one more time. And we can do all of that the second time. Or at least maybe we'll notice some differences. Let's settle into warrior two. Alright, then we'll start to take our triangle. Extended triangle if we'd like. Bring that left arm back up. We'll start to bend ever so slightly so you can get our lift or our half moon. And yes, just like our standing pose, we want to open the hip, use the glute to lift that leg. Gently begin to bend, lowering back down for triangle, nice and gently. Lift and switch. Alright, sink back down, warrior two, last time. And last, begin to come into triangle. Extended triangle if we'd like. Back up to triangle. And as we're ready, beginning our lift and opening. Begin to bend. Right back down, triangle. And lift ever so gently back up to center. Okay. Let's bring it to the front of our mat now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, nice hinge down to forward fold. And let's release all the way down. I'm going to take it to a forearm plank, of course. Don't hold hands, please. Keep those palms down, lined up with the elbows, which are directly in the shoulders. And press them down into the mat. That helps. Then let's lower all the way down. Toes under. Elbows just outside the shoulders. We're going to exhale, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Lengthen the spine and give a little lift. We're not just cranking back. We're not just coming up. Lengthen and then lift. So we can keep space between the vertebrae while activating and stretching the muscles that support and surround them. Lower down. And from here, belly button, hold in, hypothetically not touching the mat. From the hips up, no movement. Use the glutes to lift those feet just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. Lower back down. And we're lift and lengthen our spine again into our cobra pose. Release down, flip the toes under, back up to plank, all the way up. Briefly, we're going to press back to down dog. And if you like, you can pedal the legs a little bit. And let's step the right one between the hands. into runner's pose. Let's hold it there for a moment. We're going to bring that left knee down. Inhale the arms up into a low lunge again. We don't want to pop the ribs up. Keep the ribs down. Raise the arms from the back. I'm going to drop that right, lengthen, open the left side, turn the chest up towards the ceiling a little bit. Really get into the pelvis out of the armpit. I'm going to take that left hand, bring it back down. I'm going to step back to down dog. Briefly again. And let's step the left foot forward to our runner's pose here. Keep that back knee lifted for a nice line from the ankle right through the hip, through the crown of the head. And we'll bring that knee down. First, we're coming to our low lunge. Don't get ahead of it, Tina. Then we'll drop the left, open and lengthen that right side. Get the pelvis out of the armpit. Bring that right hand down. Step back to our down dog again. And this time we're going to take right knee to the right wrist. Scoot that left leg back. Keep the pelvis level. If you need to put a block or a blanket or a pillow under the hip to keep you from collapsing down onto it, please do so. Scoot back nice and level. Find some length here. And then exhale, release, and lengthen forward. And let's walk it back up. Find some length here again. We'll step it right on back. And then let's take left knee, left wrist, right foot scoots back so that we level out that pelvis. Support as needed if needed. Find some length. And on an exhale, release and lengthen forward. All right, let's bring it back up. Find our length again. Press it right back to down dog. Then let's take it to seated. Get this guy out of the way. Bring our legs straight out in front of us. Grab underneath those hammies. Roll those thighs in. Lock them into place. Toes pointing up. Nice long spine. Let's bring our hands to our sides. Inhale, lengthen. And let's hold here in a lovely little stacked pose. Opening the chest, lengthening the biceps. What's going on out there? Alright, let's inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, hinge forward, use the abdomen, use the quads. This doesn't count. It doesn't count. Nice and long. It's not about making it to your toes. It's about keeping that spine lined up. I'm going to slowly start to roll back. Now we're just going to lift just a little bit. Bring it back down. Arms overhead. And as we exhale, starting to roll back up, feet down. Inhale, lengthening upward. And exhale, nice hinge forward once again. Bring it back up. We're going to take Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose, cobbler pose, or bring the soles of your feet together, heels in towards the body as much as is comfortable. Give those knees a little shake to kind of gently loosen up the groins and the hips a little bit more. Up nice and tall in the spine. Use those outer glutes to pull the knees towards the floor. And then if you're able, you can start to hinge forward from here. I don't really have that ability, but I can pull myself forward a little bit. It could be different for you, or it might not be. We don't want to release the hold here. You gotta keep pulling those knees down, opening the inner groins. This just adds a little bit more to it. And release. Bring those knees up. And let's roll it on back. Okay. Let's bring the arms out in a T. Hips at 90, knees at 90. We're going to inhale. Rock down to the right. Exhale, back up to center. And then to the left. With the breath. Let's get one more each way. Bring those knees back down. I'm going to take right ankle, place it on the left thigh. Keep that ankle flexed. Inhale, rock down to the left. Keep that knee up towards the ceiling. And exhale, rock right back up to the center. A few more times with the breath. One more time. And let's switch. Keep that ankle flexed. Inhale down to the right. Exhale back to center. One more. And release. Let's take both legs, spring off really quick. Use those quads, straighten the knees, press the heels, splay the toes if you can do that. We'll point and press a couple times. Really lengthen the back of that leg. Alright, release down. Extend those legs out. Bring the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale and release. Bring your arms to your side. And take Shavasana. let's roll it over to the right or left side to the fetal pose. And let's press it back up to seated. Inhale those arms up, lengthen the spine one last time. And exhale to the heart center. Namaste. Now you may go and share your newly clarified mind with the world. Bring on the week. We got this. We can do this, team. All right. Anybody else has any other suggestions for poses they'd like to work up to or places you'd like to have stretched, strengthened, or lengthened? Let me know. Drop a suggestion and we can work on it because that's what we do. Great job. And we'll see you on the next one.